I definitely wanted to play last year, but I wasn't healthy enough right before the World Cup. So to get my first game here, it's great. The pitch is awesome, and the energy is always high, so that helps us players on the field as well.
You know, everything for the keepers is just, it is about game experience and decision making. And, you know, I don't know how many caps between them Ash and Alyssa have, but it's not very many. Right. And so the more you put them in these situations, this is what it comes down to. They can be brilliant in training, and now it's, can they make good decisions in the game? And that's for every player. So, you know, everything's a takeaway at this point, and that's, I think, what what these players are gaining. One of our goals today was just to continue to work on our ability to regain the ball, and so, you know, looking at things that we want to implement regardless of who we're playing, become better at certain things. We've talked about penetration, playing through lines, so it's things that we're trying to play and do regardless of who we're playing, so it doesn't matter what the opposition's doing. So I think, I thought today in the first half, our willingness to regain the ball, win it back. I want a team to feel like they can't breathe against us, and that's kind of where we want to take this team to in terms of our defensive presence and that kind of mentality. So that's one thing that we're trying to continue. I'll say continue, but to try and build upon. And then I just think the penetration piece, looking forward first with a controlled pass to beat a line, to try and get in, to constantly keep our attack going. Those are things like tonight. We'll get a lot of good clips in terms of just beating lines, angle passes. And then the goal against Romania was, having watched them play, was just to try and have really good mobility, variation in our movement, meaning, you know, players running in behind, coming off, just a push-pull in our movement. So there's a lot of things that we talked about tactically that we'd like to see, and so I think we got some good snapshots. And I think at this point, you know, where we are and just looking at how we want to play, it's trying to get good pictures to continue to reinforce what we want to do.
Right now I have a lot on my mind in terms of where I want to be as a player and how I want to push myself on and edge myself to the next level. So the goals sort of seem like the last thing on my mind, and I was really focused on trying to be more aggressive, trying to put more pressure on the other team, and work on the things in my game that I think that I really need to show in order to have a more prominent role in this team. And scoring is something that I take so much pride in and that I have so much passion for, but today was kind of the last thing on my mind. I think that it's an interesting time for our team because we kind of are ending a cycle and kind of being reborn at the same time. So I think it's great for us to go out there and get results, but also work on our soccer. We're playing in a new formation. We have a lot of new players out there, so we're just trying to push and kind of break the threshold. And even though we're about to go into a period of break, we're just trying to get the absolute maximum out of ourselves before we do that.
Hopefully some more of what we saw tonight and continue to build off that. I mean, this is an early process for us. We're going through a transition, so kind of getting up to speed and continuing this journey and this path and the way we want to play and incorporate the new players and just continue to grow. So as a team, I think we're in a good spot, and it's nice to be able to play these games.
The atmosphere was fantastic. The fans were fantastic. It was a fun stadium to play in. This is my second time playing here, so it was a lot of fun. In that way, it was good. I thought overall it was a good team performance. I thought we moved the ball really well in the first half. I feel like second half, it was a little bit different the way we tried to bring it down. But we had a variety in our attack, and against a team like that, we just want to score as many goals as we can, but also try to continue playing the way we want.